Aloha, my beautiful Leos. This is Love Goddess, your spiritual advisor, healer, and shaman, and I'm here with April 2019 monthly energy reading. So, April, we have some things going on. We have a new moon. That's April the 5th. That's also the start of our lunar circle. So, if you're interested in joining our class, it's a 4-week class where you learn how to manifest throughout the different phases of the moon. Make sure you click on the link in the bio below. You also have a full moon April the 19th. Now, this full moon is going to be in Libra for the second time. It was in Libra last month in March, and now it's going to be in Libra again. Now, this happened every so often, but we want to really take advantage of this opportunity because it is powerful. And this moon being in Libra is really, shining light, is really illuminating situations within our relationship. Now, I already mentioned that 2019 was going to be all of our relationships. And this April, this full moon in Libra, this is really going to be highlighting certain areas within your relationship or how you view certain relationships that is going to change you for the remaining of, this year, this cycle. But let's go ahead and jump into some more energies that are surrounding you. So like I said, you have brilliance, you shining your light, you being radiant, you being beautiful. You also have service as co-creation. Now this card has popped out for quite a few zodiac signs. And I'm starting to get that the message is the same. We all have a part in this world. We all have a part in creating a better universe, creating a better world, for us, for you, for your family, for your loved ones. And it's the fact that, in order to manifest, you have to realize that you are a co-creator in this universe. You have to realize that there's a whole team. You have you have your higher self, you have your spirit guides, you have your angels, you have your ancestors. Let's not forget about the Most High and the universe. So it's like you fit in this team that makes the world go on. It's like your purpose is purposeful. Wow, you are getting some similar cards. Excuse me for the blurriness, but this card is actually kind of blurry. What do you desire? This is you, Leo, in April, trying to figure out what it is that you desire. I'm not going to say trying to figure out what it is that you desire, but more so of you really like, okay, like I said, this is a period of you planting new seeds and new goals. So this is going to be more of you trying to figure out what else do you want, or trying to figure out, what else do you want? What else you would like to manifest? If you have the Star card, this is wishing upon a star. This is also healing. This is also purification. April is definitely a month of purification. You got the Emperor card who wanted to come out and say hi, which is talking about control. For some of you people, you're going to have to release some control and try to let that go, because that can be toxic to you. Too much control can be toxic. And for some of you people, it's time for you to gain control of your life, gain control of your healing, take control. This is a moment of healing, most definitely, but also a moment of clearing out the old. As you see, she's, pouring shit out. Oh, excuse me, I had to sneeze. And you got the Queen of Pentacles under here. But this is pouring out the old so you can get a fresh new start. And then also, as you see, not only is she pouring into the river, because you can take this multiple ways. That's what's interesting about tarot and other divinational tools. But I have no idea what that sound was. But anyway, you have one, she's pouring water into a lake, and then one, she's pouring water into the ground, and that's interesting because, you know, you have this Queen of Pentacles card that came underneath that talking about groundingness, but this is also you taking care of nature. You taking care of the ground that you walk upon. This is also with this service as co-creation, knowing that when you take time to not only nourish yourself and nourish the ground that you walk on, that's how you continue to, you know, put in your service as co-creator. You also have self-renewal that came after that, after this card. That's beautiful, talking about you going through a period of self-renewal. You seeing yourself in a new light. You embracing this newness within you. So quite interesting so far. You also have Mother of Mercy that came out in the Kuan Yin deck. Now I like how she's sitting because it's like she's unbothered. But anyway, we have Mother of Mercy. Dispensations of mercy come when we are without recourse, ending a cycle of manipulation, unkindness, or unconsciousness. This spiritual assistance is offered to you now from a place of loving respect, kindness, and great spiritual power. Blessings to Kuan Yin, Mother of Mercy, who watches over us with attentive love and care for our spiritual progress. So like I said, you have people watching over you. You have people, you know, you see these birds and whatever the hell that is floating over her head, and she got some eggs in her head. But, you know, she's definitely guided and protected from a higher spiritual realm. So that's important for you to know. Now, the cards that you got, look at these cards that came out at the bottom. I don't want to take it because it sounds so, ugh. You got the Devil card with the 5 of Pentacles, with the 7 of Pentacles, with the 3 of Pentacles. I'm saying I don't want to take it, but you see I'm steady playing with it, right? It's like I can see why you need some healing. I can see why, you know, they're wanting you to truly figure out what it is that you desire, truly figure out what it is that you want to, you know, manifest, what new seeds you want to plant, especially with the 7 of Pentacles here, you know, talking about expectations and what expectations you have. But these cards are quite interesting because you have this Devil card, this devil energy, this temptation, but also this restricting energy to where it feels like you can only go so far, you can only get so far, and then you're yanked back. And for some of you, that's how you feel because you're caught in this cycle that you can't seem to free yourself from. Unfortunately, it's a little your own doing because it's like you just need this strength to accept the changes and walk. Sometimes you have to walk in the cold. You have to go through a winter. We have to go through winter to get to spring. And that's exactly what it is with this 5 of Pentacles. You know, this is your winter time. This is the cold moment when shit ain't happening. Nothing is growing. You know, people didn't turn their backs on you. Your heart then grew cold. Other people's hearts then grew cold. You know, but now it's like spring is here and you have seeds that are ready, you know, that are growing. You have seeds that you have planted, seeds that you are ready to plant. You know, but you had to understand that you had to come out of this deep darkness and you had to come out of this shadow period, because that's like a shadow period where you had to do some deep discovering that you had to go through. You also have this 3 of Pentacles, which is talking about working together with teamwork. You know, having some type of flow, a partnership. Like I said, relationships is going to be major. But with this 3 of Pentacles, it's like you working as a co-creator. You see, there's 3 eggs on top of her head in the nest, and then there's 3 pentacles here. You know, so it's like you have these ideas, these things that you want to create. And it's like I said, you was feeling trapped and like things wasn't going anywhere. Like no change was happening. But it's like it really was truly happening. You just couldn't see it. You know, it was underground. Things are starting to blossom now and bloom now. And it's going to take you to work with partnerships, you know, to get this passion sparked again. You know, this Page of Wands, this is a fiery energy, just like you, Leo. You know, a real fiery energy. And that's what you need, especially after the cold winter that you had. Oh, Leo. I'm sorry, because I feel like you should never be cold, Leo. You are fire. Just turn your own fire on and And look, right as I say that, you got the Ace of Cups with the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom. Now, this Ace of Cups is this self-love. So when I say turn your fire on, you should have been loving yourself the entire time you were going through that rough patches. Now, for many of you, this may happen in the beginning of April, where you're going through this darkness, where you're going through this loneliness, where it still kind of feel like winter time in your life. And it's like you have to kind of warm up into, you know, seeing your manifestations come to fruition, even if it's only one seed that you planted. You know, April is bringing surprises. If you haven't had a chance, make sure you check out the April reading. That is in the link below. But it talks about how you have surprises coming. A whole shower of abundance. And for you, it's like this abundance is your self-worth, your love. Because you have been through some shit. You have this 5 of Pentacles. I'm sorry, I'm saying 5 of Pentacles. You have this 5 of Wands, which is talking about fighting, which is talking about battling, which is talking about you really feeling like you're in competition, feeling like nobody is hearing you, feeling like no one is listening to you, feeling like no one is even seeing you or recognizing you, who you truly are and what you stand for. But it's like you're not seeing it within yourself either, so how can you expect someone else to see it? You're too busy battling yourself, battling all these other issues that you have going on. And it's a beautiful thing that you're battling these things, because change is coming. 5 represents change. You have the 5 of Pentacles here, the 5 of Wands here. And the 5 of Swords wanted to show up earlier. So change is coming for you this entire month of April. And it's going to have its ups and downs. But you have to remember that you are brilliant. You have to remember that you are loved. You have to love yourself and understand that things are going to grow. You have this Ace of Swords, which is clarity, intuition, wisdom that's going to come to you. But this is also talking about change and transformation. This is also talking about you cutting things out of your life and releasing things out of your life, like weeds and shit like that. You know, let's just think about nature, because I have been really channeled nature, because we are in springtime. This is the time of blooming and blossoming and things growing. So I have been channeled about how nature affects us. So a lot of people, we're expecting to manifest all these things. We're expecting for all these things to grow within our life. And that's beautiful for you to expect those things. But you have to put in the same work it takes to grow a seed, to grow a plant, to grow a flower, to grow a piece of fruit. You have to make sure the soil is good. It has to go through its period of darkness. So what is that? That takes you planting a seed, putting it in the ground, putting dirt on top of it so it can't see. No light can get in. And in that darkness, it has to burst out and come out and grow and break ground. And this is after, of course, you didn't water it, you didn't nurture it, you know, you didn't let sun get to it. These are those things that go through. But once your plant starts to grow, or once your seed starts to grow, now what? Do you just say, oh shit, I can enjoy it now? No, you have to continue to keep up with the maintenance of it. You have to cut shit out that don't serve it. That's why they have pesticides. I'm against pesticides, but, you know, there's natural pesticides that I would use. But anyway, I'm not going to get on that subject because I'll be going all day. But anyway, you have to use pesticides. You have to use weed killer. You have to pull weeds. You have to do certain things to keep this growing healthy and strong. So the same thing with you. Like if you see in this 7 of Pentacles, it's like he has this little rake, because he has to clean around this seed. He has to clean the things that are growing around it so that his seed doesn't become infected and become crossbreeded with something else. Now you got a hybrid. Like, it's important for you to see that the same thing is happening within your life. So it's important for you to go through these periods of darkness, these periods of loneliness, so that you can get the clarity and be like, you know what? That's a weed that's in my life. I need to remove it. That's a pest that's in my life that's flying around me and my seeds and my goals and my desires. Let me remove that. You also have the Three of Wands talking about waiting patiently for your ships to come in, because they're going to come. They're coming. You got the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, honey, they're coming. And they're beautiful. And it's more than what you expected. Definitely more than what you expected. But it's what you worked hard for. It's what you deserve. My beautiful Leos, 2019. Yeah. Entrepreneur card. So for some of you, this, you know, it's about you taking ownership. When I see the entrepreneur card, I see taking ownership. Yes, this could be you starting a new business, but I see taking ownership. Ownership for what drives you. Ownership for what burns you. What passions drive you, not what burns you. I didn't mean to say it like that, but you got Cupid card that came up under there. So for some of you, this is love that you're trying to take ownership of. But Leo, you're a fire sign. Light that fire. You are the fire. Create that fire. You have let your past go. Like I said, ridding out old. Be honest with yourself. Truth is how you get what you want. By being truthful to yourself and being truthful to others. Oh, yeah. Because you have a clear idea of what it is that you want. You're not lying to yourself. And it's like, why are you lying to yourself anyway? It's because you're still stuck in this past way of thinking. You haven't came up to the level that you are. You leveled up. Let me just put it like this, Leo. You have leveled up. Get out of your old cycle. Get out of your old way of thinking. You're leveled up. Congratulations. Now act like it. Act your level. You have fresh air. Like I said, getting in tune with nature. You know, just really think, do you think we would be able to survive if we stuck in the house all day, never going outside, never opening the window, never seeing a tree, never seeing nature? We couldn't. We need fresh air to breathe. The oxygen, they give off certain nutrients that we need to breathe in. The oxygen, that's how oxygen is even formed, through the plants, through the water, through nature, just general. And it's springtime. The temperatures are getting warmer. So I honestly feel like there's no excuse for you to get out here and to enjoy some of this fresh air. This is where you're going to get your clarity from. You know, when you think of this Ace of Swords, like I said, this is, a lot of people see this as clarity. You know, this is a air sign. The swords are considered air signs, and air signs deals with air. Air signs deal with clarity. Air signs deals with that intuition and things of that sort. So it's very important that you are breathing in that air so that you can get clarity. Have you ever heard when when you're angry or you're upset or you're overwhelmed with something, they just say stop. Go take a fresh breath. And it's like you go take a deep breath, you walk outside, and it's like your whole mood change. That's the power of nature. And we're going to learn how beautiful nature is this entire month. You have see only love. This is you opening your heart up to see that the shit you've been through was not necessarily to break you. It wasn't necessarily to harm you. It was for you to reach this higher level that you are at now. It was so that you can discover what it is that you truly desire. Because you were so used to only wanting mediocre shit. But like I said, you have leveled up. So now you want more. You want the best of the best. Creme de la creme. Beautiful. You still got some healing to do. You know, you got fluidity card that came out. It's going with the flow of things and not necessarily, when I say go with the flow of things, because I have seen some controversy about people saying, I don't go with the flow, I create the flow. Yeah, I understand that all the way. Trust me, I do, because I create my own flow current when shit ain't going. I know how to adjust. But when I'm saying going, when you see fluidity and when I say going with the flow, I mean this is flowing through your changes, not trying to go against the changes that you're going through. No, this is about you going through the changes. This is about you going where the universe is trying to take you, where your higher self is trying to take you. Of course, pay attention and use your discernment. That's why you have the Ace of Swords. That's why you have that clarity here. You know, you have freedom. This is you breaking free from that, this devil energy, this feeling of being trapped. This is you breaking free from this feeling of being lonely, in the cold, left, abandoned. Like, this is you feeling freedom on all levels. You also have unconditional love. So I'm just going to say it like this. You got some forgiving to do. You got to forgive yourself. And you got to forgive this person, Leo. Because you're holding on to some bullshit right here. You holding on to some bullshit. And you know what? Leos. Damn, Leo. You straight holding on to some bullshit. And it's like you kind of want to fight. It's like you want closure, but why? It's like, but it's not even why you want closure. It's like you're looking for closure in the wrong fucking place. In the wrong type of closure. You want to know why this person did this to you and why shit didn't work out and why this and why that. That's not what you need to be focusing on. You need to be focusing on the lessons that it taught you and why you needed to know these lessons. Why did you need to learn these lessons, Leo? You have to come back to the love. You have to come back to loving yourself. You have to come back to loving other people. You know, it's a process, but of course it's easy to be done. That's why you had the what do you desire? That's why you had the brilliance. Because you're going to figure it out. Exactly what it is that you desire in love, within the love within yourself. All right, Leos. What does Kuan Yin have for us? At the bottom, we have Sweeping Sisters Willow. I like this card. I like all the cards. I haven't even read all of them, but I like most of them. Here is healing that brings with it forgiveness. I'm finna drop the mic. Let me start over because this is just wow. Sweeping Sisters Willow. Here is healing that brings with it forgiveness and the release of old pain. As Sweeping Sister Willow gracefully sweeps any sadness and pain from your heart and soul. Your time for greater inner freedom is dawning, and the cleansing of sadness and the healing of forgiveness create a path to that greater freedom now. You deserve this freedom, and you are swiftly becoming ready to claim it. Maybe I should have just read that and I would have told you guys everything that I just said. Because it's about you breaking free from those old cycles. You are in a new cycle. We are in spring now. Act springy. Like, no lie, no shade, no whatever. It's like you have to change accordingly. You're not going to walk into, I'm going to say ballroom because that's what popped up in my head. But you're not going to walk into no ballroom at this Met Gala or any kind of gala. You're not going to walk in there with no tennis shoes and no baseball hat. You're not going to do that. Yeah, you want to be genuine and true to who you are, but you know you have to change accordingly and adjust accordingly. So the same within your life. You're having to change and adjust accordingly. So old cycles, that's not for you no more. Release it. Let it go. Free yourself from that old state of thinking, that old mind frame. Free yourself from that old relationship. Because for some of you, that's exactly what it is. Tai Chi rising. Your energy field is growing stronger with more spiritual electricity pulsing through your being. Take time to nourish your nervous system as it adjusts and be gentle with yourself as you adjust to increasing levels of spiritual potency, which gives more impact to your words, actions, and thoughts. May you be strong, merciful, powerful, and wise in equal measure. You are becoming stronger. Like I said, you are completely changing, completely evolving. So it's definitely time for you to take care and nourish yourself. It's time for you to, like I was saying about the weeds and the thing like that, if it's certain things surrounding you that is not beneficial to your health, your well-being, and the health of what you're trying to manifest, it's time for you to start doing some deep cleaning. It's time for you to start going through and removing shit from your life so that the thing, what you want, can grow. All right, my beautiful Leos, I am sending lots of love and healing energy your way. And I hope you have a blissful April. I will see you at the top.